Kamusta mga kabayan? Ating pag-usapan sa bidyong ito ang panibagong update sa mga senior citizen. Ito ay mula sa panayam kay NCAC Chairperson Attorney Franklin Quijano. Pero bago yan, huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe para updated kayo sa mga susunod na video.
Right, first off, Attorney, what's your reaction to these developments? Does your group welcome the lowering of the retirement age of government workers?
Well, I don't look at it just as retirement, Nikki. What we are actually advocating is multiple retirement because we found out that those who have retired may still be able to work. So in other jurisdictions, those who have retired several times would also have several takes at home. Like they would have many retirements, therefore they would be more stable. So a 56-year-old will definitely be more functional. And you have seen that in our retiring military men who have worked as well in many other sectors. So ang nakikita namin, we are looking at how we would be able to convince Congress so that the multiple retirement, and therefore maybe ask also the insurance industry how we can tweak the retirement system so that even at an older age, people can still work and people can still be able to contribute to the social security systems.
And we could even shift careers at that age, you know.
Yeah.
Sir, how will this decision impact, however, our workers in the government sector? Will it not affect the quality of service that government has to offer?
I guess it will improve our work situation. However, I'm looking at it as well from the point of view of the burdens that it may create in terms, for instance, of if indeed it's 56 years old, then my other question is, will 20% also be given to those who have retired? Because the definition of senior citizen is 60 years and above. And when you will be 60 years old, you would already be able to avail of the benefits of the senior citizens. So if you adjust it to 56, would that also mean that they will be getting 20% discount? And if so, have the private sectors and the businesses, the restaurants, the pharmacies been consulted about this? But again, this is a welcome development. I think we need a lot of pencil pushing to be able to quantify the repercussions of this.
And Attorney, speaking of the repercussions, what are first the advantages of an early retirement, and why is there a need for this change for such a law? What are the cons as well?
Actually, it will also help define the career of an individual in a manner that he may be able to define his second career, assuming, of course, that our laws will favor multiple retirement. And so, since as Filipinos, you know, Nikki, that we have lots of skills, then you can shift from one skill to the other or have multiple skills. And then, of course, your chances of improving as you go into a next career may be better. A lot of advantages and a lot of perhaps encouragement to improve your skills. But then again, like I said, as you go 60, your wisdom, your skill sets, your experience may have improved a lot. And I think the different sectors in society will still want to make use of the abilities of those who are 56 and beyond. And this thing, I think we have to really think seriously how we will be able to tap all this vast reservoir of resources.
In many ways, life begins when you retire. And Attorney, there are also appeals to the Senate to consider a counterpart bill, right, for the early retirement of government employees. But what do you suggest it can still be improved on while it hasn't been passed yet?
Again, Nikki?
Since it hasn't been passed yet, what are the sections of the bill that you currently think can be improved on?
Well, I really wish we would be able to improve our retirement system as well. You know, in some jurisdictions, you would have three components in the retirement. The first component is that there's a built-in social security. The other component is there may be some investment funds that go with it. Like in the US, you have a 401k thing, which you will give to the retirement authorities, but it's not really a stable fund. It can improve your lot if the economy does well, and therefore you will get a lot when you retire, or it can also reduce in amount if the economy does not do well. So it can have that. Then, of course, the private retirement system, like even if you have the SSS, you can also be able to generate your own retirement system. These are certain things that may also be placed there. And if it's government or public retirement, the same thing can happen. Like three retirement schemes may be able to come in as part of our innovations.
Mm-hmm. And that, attorney, coming up from that, some of the measures merged into Bill number 206 also sought to apply the lower optional retirement only to public school teachers who comprise the single biggest sector in the bureaucracy. Do you think that this move can, I don't know, maybe one day be applicable to all other sectors of our labor force?
I guess, like I said, we have to really just quantify the implications. If it's about public school teachers or public employees, I guess that will also give a lot of incentives for the government sector to even be more productive. Of course, I am hearing that there are those retiring teachers who would even want to go to other countries to teach. So these things will really optimize the potentials of our human resources in our country.
Attorney, let's zero in on the bill itself, and more importantly, the changes in its provisions. Could you tell us more about what's the difference between this bill and the previous one that we have right now, apart from the lowering of the retirement age, concerning the benefits, maybe?
Actually, I think I need to study more about how the applications are, but by and large, I think that could be a welcome development, except that I think there has to be a very wide area of consultation that should be conducted.
All right. Lastly, before we let you go, we've already discussed what's lacking in the country in terms of health care for our senior citizens, but what will this decision mean to our senior citizen population and the retirement culture in the Philippines?
Right now, Nikki, the figure is mixed. A lot of our senior citizens are still working. At least about 40% are in the agricultural sector, including fisheries. And so if there are those who are retiring and are retired, we are just referring about the professionals and those in the industrial sector. So I guess we really also have to level the field in a manner that the retirement may also benefit those who are still in the agricultural, the primary sectors. And I really feel that the issue of health will have to really be attended to despite all these differences. I am happy that PhilHealth is offering free annual medical attention or medical examination for the senior citizens. I hope that all the senior citizens would have that, so that we'll be able to address the primary healthcare concerns of everyone, so that you don't need to go to the hospital and you know, wait for your situation to worsen before you ask a doctor for help. Maybe a regular profiling of your health condition will improve your management of yourself as well.